Good day and welcome to Prepen Consult. At Prepen Consult, we specialize in compliance and we are accredited agents of the Corporate Affairs Commission, CAC. In this series, we would like to introduce you to the basics of compliance. I'd like to show you what you need to know as a business executive in order not to fall victim of regulatory infraction. Today, if you ask a lot of business executives, managers, managing directors, the subject of compliance sounds very strange to them because they don't know anything about compliance. As a business entity, there are things you should do and there are things you should not do. When you do what you shouldn't do, it comes with sanction. And when you fail to do what you should do, it also comes with sanction. So there are sanctions or consequences for every of your action or inaction as corporate entities, hence compliance. We are here to put you through, to let you know and introduce you to those things that you are expected to do and those things that you are not expected to do as corporate entities. So in our today's business environment, there are regulatory agencies that regulate the activities of businesses in the various business sectors of the economy. And these regulatory agencies issue regulatory guidelines and regulations from time to time. And these regulations are expected to be adhered strictly to by the businesses in those sectors that they regulate. For instance, the banking sector is regulated by the Central Bank of Nigeria, the CBN. The oil and gas sector is regulated by the Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority. The activities of the PFAs, the Pension Fund Administrators, are regulated by the PENCOM, and a lot of other business sectors that are regulated by various regulators. So failure to comply with these instructions, guidelines issued by these regulators from time to time could result to severe sanction to the business entities. For instance, failure to file your company income tax as at when due with the Federal Revenue Service attracts late return penalty. Failure to file your annual return with the Corporate Affairs Commission (CAC) attract late return penalty. Failure to make your employee pension contribution to the PFAs attract penalty from the PENCOM. And a lot of other agencies that regulate our activities. For instance, there are licenses that are expected to be renewed, there are registrations that are expected to be renewed annually. Failure to renew such licenses or such registrations attracts penalties, and the penalties could be fine, revocation of license, or conviction to imprisonment, or both, depending on the gravity of the offense. So I will employ us to always ensure that we comply with all these regulatory guidelines. Also, there are business activities that are regulated by the EFCC, the Economic and Financial Crime Commission, And the department that regulates those businesses is the Special Control Unit Against Money Laundering, the SCOOM. So the various businesses whom SCOOM regulates are expected to register with SCOOM, obtain certificate of registration, and from time to time submit your financial transaction report to them, depending on the various threshold as contained in their guidelines. Failure to do that, you could be fined, your you could be convicted to imprisonment, and some other sanctions available in SCOOM Act. So today, in this segment, I will also want you to know that at the very foundation of every compliance exercise is the incorporation of business, that is, business registration with the Corporate Affairs Commission, because you cannot build something on nothing. So before you set up a business, in the process of your business formation, it's expected that in your name, your business is registered with the Corporate Affairs Commission. For instance, at the very point of childbearing, the first thing that comes to their mind is the name. So they give the child a name and they certify the child. So a certificate of birth certificate is issued to the child in the child's name. But today, a lot of us start up a business without registering a name, without giving it a legal backing, making it a legal entity. And it's one of the very mistakes that business owners, most especially the small and the small and the medium business owners, make today. So when you move in the street of cities, villages, and towns today, you see names on billboards, on signposts, on flyers, and unfortunately, these names are not registered with the Corporate Affairs Commission. Most time, some business executives contact us for name availability search on the portal of the CAC. And when we conduct a name availability search, we discover that these names are already in existence, they're already used by somebody else. And somebody that have been operating a business, printed a receipt, invoice, doing business with some partners, they discover the names has to be changed because of that negligence of not registering it on time. So I would like you to know that it's very important to get your company registered with the Corporate Affairs Commission before it becomes late. On this note, I would like you to know that in my subsequent series, we'll be discussing all these regulators on individual basis, and our very next series to this will be talking comprehensively on the need for company registration, what you need to know about company registration, the forms of business available for registration, the advantages, what you stand to gain when your company is registered, the disadvantages, what you stand to lose when your company is not registered, and a lot of other things you need to know about company registration. And from there, we take our compliance journey step by step as time unfolds. Thank you very much. We'll be available for your queries. We'll be available for your inquiries, and we're always available to comply for you. You can follow us on our Facebook page, on Instagram, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. So each time we drop any series, you'll be notified, so you don't miss out of any of the series. Thank you very much and enjoy the rest of the day.